Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check a couple more uses of Lina. But before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So we're checking Tempest Lina, just so that you know, the supporter. So the important thing about the supporter is that it enables some characters who have long cooldowns to do very hilarious things, like to abuse their skills. So that's pretty unique. I think she's the only supporter that has skill cooldown reduction up until now. But what are we going to be doing here? We're going to be using it with Saika. Saika is one of the strongest characters because she has this weapon, and if you have this at a good S level and you do the combo, this weapon deals a ton of damage. If you notice, this is 3 out of 5 and it's still able to make work of the boss, so it's good. We're gonna be using Takeover, Calamity Over, and Shadowless Kick. This is the combo. Takeover is the one you should do first, then Calamity Kick, and lastly Shadowless Kick. But basically, you should do a couple basic attacks before you launch anything, because that way you're going to charge a little bit the particles. Then you start like half a particle, then use Takeover, then use Calamity, charge a little bit more so that you have a full particle, and then use Shadowless Kick so that you activate the cooldown reduction. We want to use these two in this order. Number one, to inflict the debuff on the enemy, but the most important part is the damage increase. So we have 40% damage increase on Shadowless Kick. I don't think that we're going to take advantage of all of it because the duration of Shadow Kick is very, very long. Actually, like, increasing your speed wouldn't be a bad idea. Like using something like Lina, not Lina, Spinel would be good because you get 6 for each buff and you have 2 buffs. So yeah, that's a thing. But that's why we're using Torajiro. Even though she was nerfed, rework, let's say it that way, she still retains the ability to extend the duration of buffs with melee attacks. Saika only does melee attacks. I mean, even this, I think, counts as a melee attack, even though it's range-ish. And this does such a huge amount of hits that it's possible that you are going to prolong the duration of the buff. If you're planning to abuse Takeover, it is possible, yes, but there are some things that you should know. This is best used probably on Queen Arachne, because there are mobs with Queen Arachne, and you can eliminate them very easy with Astaroth. And then with another character, probably a fast attacker, you want to use Witch. It is quite complex to do that kind of combo because you have to have 2 Witch shoes to completely prevent the enemy from attacking. But then also you don't want the enemy to go away like Queen Arachne. Something like facing Mass Taimanin would be way better. But this debuff is on a perfect dodge, and that's not ideal. If it was an attack, this would be way better because you don't have to wait on the enemy attacking you, and you just can inflict it that way. So yeah, if you want to spam it, it's fine, but if you want to abuse it, I don't think it's easy enough to do so. The disarm strategy, just so that you know, due to the fact that this is a perfect evade. So yeah, so that's basically it. These are my supporters, my weapon. Obviously everything is anti-demon because we have Queen Kanaloa right now. Then I'm gonna be using Lapis because obviously Saika doesn't have any way to recover HP, so I need Lapis. Lapis is going to be using a bit stick. This is a bit stick for Lapis. It doesn't provide anything. Then the damage increase, anti-demon. I'm going to be blue with gem support to give HP to Lapis, moral boost to give defense to Atlas, super important, and piercing dash to recover more HP. If you want to use crystallization instead of piercing dash, that's also okay, because whatever Lapis heals is also going to heal the other characters, so it's fine. We're using Witch Shoe. I gotta say, if you want to omit Witch Shoe, it's fine. As I told you, it's not easy to abuse. Lapis is not a fast attacker. I mean, I could use this, but I don't think it is a good idea. It's better to make her tanky. Even so, I'm gonna keep this just cause. Something else? No. And Astaroth is the classic Astaroth. With the VR weapon, anti-demon, wind, magatamas, everything is like maxed out in the S level department, except this weapon and this supporter. This supporter is generally good for skill spammers, and especially good if you're pairing it with Tempest Lina, because you're going to spam your skills. So yeah, you get a lot of that value out of that. For Astaroth, Serpent Blaze, Lava Serpent, Fire Wave, along with Astaroth. This one is 4 out of 5, and Misaki. So yeah, let's just see. This is gonna be on step 100. It's still, I'm still recording this on the easy runs, let's say, because they haven't rebalanced the damage formula after they messed up. So let's see. So yeah, basically I just spam my evade, trying to fish for the right moment so that I, like this. Then I double dash, position myself correctly, and then I do this. You see that it's, oh my god, that was unfortunate. This is the first time that I actually get midway the in front of the attack. I've done like 3 runs. This is the 4th, and this is the first time that I like lose my timing. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this and do one more try. Like I was really trying to see if I could abuse the what's the name, the disarm, but I didn't manage. So I changed my strategy. Okay, 1, 2. Oh my god, really? Well, at least the damage, the cooldown reduction work as a way to counteract the disadvantages of VR. That's a thing. There's value in that too. Come on, like this. 1, 2, and this is the, oh, stop moving. Like, this is the first time that I do the run recording it, and it's the first time that it's actually doing some things that don't allow me to perform properly. Okay, no. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do another run just cause, so that we can have more footage of this. I have other strategies, not just limited to this specific build with Saika, but I'm gonna do those on tower. So yeah, one more time. As you can see, it is imperative to have Lapis or Abuse of Oro. To do this OBR, because you don't have HP recovery. Lapis provides HP recovery. Oboro paralyzes stops the enemy on their tracks. So if you can like delete the enemy, it is possible to just rely on Oboro's mind control super quickly and then delete the enemy. Come on. You see? That's why I don't like the perfect evade, because you're relying on luck there. And you see how the debuff gets extended. Not the debuff, the buff. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, Micah does deal a significant amount of damage, but unfortunately now Queen Caranola has immunity. There we go. Now I can shred it. And I'm going to use the actives too. Perfect. I gotta admit, the disarm that you use every now and then, it's kind of good because you reduce the attack interval of the enemy. It's not like they are going to stop attacking completely, like it wears off and then you receive an attack. And if I'm not mistaken, disarm doesn't stop. It would be nice, it would be a nice buff. Doesn't stop attacks that are being performed when the debuff is inflicted. I was facing the Lamias on floor 100 of tower, and they were doing their cone attack, and I inflicted disarm, but they didn't disarm, but they didn't stop the attack. So that's an important thing to take into consideration. Now we're gonna check a couple more characters who like to use this. I'm gonna start with a mixed build. I don't know if I can beat this. It's luck based because I am using a supporter which is not even 3 out of 5. It's 2 out of 5. It is a very good supporter, and Noah Brown, by the way, synergizes very well with Heavyco because Heavyco natural can inflict the snare debuff. So that's a thing. I'm also going to use Felicia, New Year Felicia, and of course Tempest Lina because that's what we're trying to do. Usually it's not a good idea to go mix when using the pure color skill, but this one is the one that has critical rate increase. Usually you can just give up that. It's not that important. I mean, it is important, yes, but it's not going to increase my damage. It only gives me more chances to crit, and I can do that by increasing the enchantment level of my weapons. Then I'm going to use also Octopus Choke to synergize with Noah because it is practically a good effect. It activates 2 of the skill slots. That's also important. So yeah. And I'm also going to use Octopus Field. Octopus Field, why? These and these have 12 and 14 second cooldown reduction. So these are, I think, kind of the longest. This one also, but I'm not going to use red. Those are kind of the longest durations. So I want to use these skills. And besides, this is good damage, even though it doesn't have the increased attack range or the increased duration of Ink Zone, which I never take advantage of. It is completely fine. I'm also not going to receive the Devil Leak effect. Let me check. Has when a slot effect is applied, yeah, puts Devil Link when effect slot is applied. So I'm using this as a damaging skill, not just as that. Okay, so it is. I also put no on the main so that I can recover HP with the active. But I gotta admit, it's not like ideal. Perhaps I should actually put this, but I don't put myself Devil Ink. I think. 57 and 64. Nah, I'll keep Noah. Because of the passive that also allows me to heal myself when I do skills every 15 seconds. So yeah, and that also synergizes pretty well with Tempest Lina because you're going to be spamming your skills and you have more chances of healing. So I just do this, then octopus choke, then I just do this, and I repeat. You see how good this is? I mean, spamming the skills. There we go. Nice. Deleted. Yeah, I had no troubles on the first and second phase. It was on the third phase that I had troubles. Let's see, can I? There. You see that the HP recovery is nice? There. Excellent. Yeah, I really like this one. A shame, but... oh, come on. I hate the gravity zone. Okay, like that. There, perfect. Very, very good. But it is here that I have troubles. I'll try to start with this so that they don't move, and then I abuse this and this, and I do another choke there. Nice. I'm also going to use the active, why not? Okay, perfect. I think I already got rid of Oro, which is very good. I think I can manage. Maybe. Oh, Ingrid. Okay, I'll use the ulti. Why not? I don't want to lose. And it's basically the fact that there are multiple oopses. There. I just need to wait a little bit for Noah. Yeah, I just need to wait for Noah's active, then I can start attacking. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, yeah, I don't have the HP because my Noah is not high enough on the S level department. It would be way easier to deal with that if I have a little bit more HP. But that's basically the idea about this. Abusing it is a bunch of synergies. It is the fact that you are using Octopus Choke along with Noah, and since you have this, since you have Lina, you can spam your skills and take advantage of that 2% damage dealt HP recovery on skills, especially when using not Octopus Field, Octopus Windmill. That's pretty great. But yeah, even like this I cannot. I could change this, but no, actually I cannot. Like, I don't have, since this is a mixed node, it is difficult to equip things in blue. Like, the big three are not an option. This is I'm debuffing, yes, but I don't like it that much. This one is also S level 2, this one is S level 3, so they are useful yet not the best. I am not abusing buffs, so this one is not worth it. I am not protect, not demon. I don't have summons. This is generic good, but I want damage, of course. There are mobs here, so this one no. You see the problem there? Like, there are good supporters in blue, but they don't match the situation. So, yeah. That's not the only one. I have more. Let's see. Let me just check. By the way, guys, I tried to do the combination that I mentioned at the end of the other video of Lina. combining what? Micah, another particle chargers, even who? Even Ingrid and Lina, since she consumes particles and she could allow you to reach max stacks with this. But it's actually pretty difficult to manage. I mean, it's probably possible if you have the 4 slots, but with 3 slots, with 3 skill slots, I couldn't manage. Even using weapons like the snake weapon or the summer weapons, without the 4th slot, I don't have enough consistency to abuse skills so that I consume my particles constantly, so that I reach maximum benefit with this supporter. So if you have the 4 slots, you can try it. I may try this strategy once again whenever I redeem. Maybe soon, because probably next week we will receive a campaign for discount dailies or extra drops on dailies. It is possible because of the store that we have right now, the event store. But in any case, I do not recommend that you use this strategy unless you have the 4 slot and you can dedicate yourself to particle charging and spending and using your 4 skills. Let's see, which other one was it? No. We already check. I tried with this, no? Oh, yep. Tokiko, I gotta admit, she's an excellent character when she's performing the role of a debuffer. As a main attacker, she's not that great. But as a debuffer, god, she's very good. If you want to use her on VR, she's an excellent option. But try to give her a little bit of defense reduction. Here I'm not playing VR. As you can see, I'm 75. So I'm gonna be using this on a step 75, not on 100. I don't have the HP to do so. I mean, I tried, but I don't have the stats. So what are we doing here? We're using this weapon, which is not going to do anything. It's just a beast-stick that has plus 15 stats, because this affects the red skill, and I'm using green. This is also 5 out of 5, but it's this one is 5. No, it's 4 out of 5 plus 15, 5 out of 5 plus 10, critical Megatemes. I am going to use Evil Eye, Clairvoyance, Fuma, Martial Art, Stone Piercer, and Taimanin Art Blast. Blast and Clairvoyance have a very hefty cooldown, which is why we're using them. You gotta start with these two. You charge a couple of particles, especially with this. This is easy to charge particles. You just do a couple attacks and they receive 1 hit on this, and you're gonna have 1 particle. And then you use Fuma Martial Art to reduce the cooldown of the other 2. So that is exactly the combo. Here I am using Sora because 2 out of 3 attacks are range, and also this gives me like generic damage increase, so it's good. Since we're debuffing so much, I'm gonna use Heaviko. She is good. If you want to use another supporter, it's fine. I was thinking about using this, about using Susune to gain advantage, but I wanted the speed buff, so yeah. I use this skill specifically because it's easy to perform and has a 10-second cooldown. It's not exactly short, but it's 10 seconds, and it's not immediately after attack, which I'm not going to do a basic combo just to do that. So yeah, that's the reason why I use this. Let's see. Yeah. New Year Heaviko, since we are debuffing so much the enemy, it's very, very easy to inflict poison on the enemy, and well, that increases the amount of damage that you deal over time. And you know, Lina, why? Because we want to abuse those skills. So let me show you how this works. I also did it on Mixed Red, and it also works pretty well. Because she's a great debuffer, just that. So I start like this, and I use these two, and then I do this. Did I use my particles? I didn't see. In any case, there. The combo is pretty good. The problem with this is usually the timing. Like the gaps between the enemy getting in reset the timer, and then you just use it immediately. And you see, I have 8-second cooldown. So that's the main problem of this, the gaps in between the enemies. There, 12-second cooldown. And there we go, you see? It is viable because it allows Tokiko to abuse her skills. Her supportive skills are really good. So yeah, we have this one. And we have this one. This one is gonna use to red. Here we're going to use the limited weapon, because the limited weapon has... I'm gonna put it at max. So, has a 100% chance to double the number of kunais and change its form. Enemies hit by the transformed kunais have increased damage taken by 6% for 4 seconds, stack up to 5 times, because there are multiple kunais in the attack. So one enemy can receive many kunais, and that's why it stacks. We're gonna use, of course, the skill that requires this, Taimanin Art Fang, and you only need 2. Fortunately, it's another one that has critical rate increase. So reduce the enemy damage by 10%, a debuff, generic debuff, and that, I mean, it's okay. It's not a big deal, but it works. The important part is the kunai track the enemy. This is going to be super useful because you're going to guarantee that you hit those enemies and inflict the debuff of the weapon. And lastly, we have Evil Eye Clairvoyance, which is also going to inflict defense down on the enemy. And the duration is increased, so that's great. Here I use this just because this one, I mean, it is as strong as it is, but I don't like the knock the target up into the air effect. If you want to use it, use it. If you want to go for this, use this. If you want to use another skill, that's also fine. This one is not great. Neither is this one. Not, yeah, like, Grimoire Tokiko needs kind of a little bit of reworking, kind of everything. She needs a big rework on green, and somewhat of a rework on the effects of the skills on red. I don't know what I mean. Blue also needs kind of a rework, but well, in any case, let us continue. I'm gonna use this. I'm not going to abuse all of the skills. So yeah, at least this is going to be the combos more cohesive, I guess. So let's see. Very quickly, I just start with this. I charge my particles. No, I can't. Yeah, well, the particle charging is kind of disruptive, you know. I forgot that I was ranged right now. Like, it is difficult to abuse properly. You have to do a lot of micromanaging. I wish that it had a condition that you have to use another skill within 2 seconds to actually activate. That would make it way better. Because you would always activate that on 2 skills. The cooldown reduction on 2 skills. Like, it is a minor thing, but it really helps out, in my opinion. I didn't mention, but I am using Tokiko. The most important one is obviously Susune, but I'm using Tokiko because she also debuffs, so I'm a debuff machine. And the good thing about having Susune is that she's going to restore the HP. And thanks to this damage reduction, they are not being a menace, I can tell you that. There. Just one more. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, as a debuffer, she's really strong with the cooldown reduction. Yeah, but I guess that this doesn't work that well. Not. How can I say it? It's not the fault of the supporter, but rather the level design. Because of those gaps between enemies, you're always going to, after one wave, you're gonna have time that is gonna be dead, and then the effect will be up, and the next skill that you launch will be reduced, but the rest of the skills will already have finished the cooldown because of that dead time. So yeah, if they just added a line that says that you get the reduction after using two skills within 5 seconds, that would be way better because you're guaranteed that two skills are getting the cooldown reduction. Yeah, simple solutions to problems like this. Let's see. Well, let's also check Saika. Saika, I did Lina. This is the one for VR, and this is the one that works by herself. So obviously we're using the same weapon, but this time is critical. We are using Takeover, Shadowless Kick, Moon Assault. Moon Assault because since this is not VR, we don't have a healer, so we want to heal ourselves. Moon Assault is not my favorite skill due to the fact that this skill can be interrupted, and that's very annoying. But we do need the HP recovery. Do we have HP recovery on something else? Yes, but it's on blue. Wait, it's on main blue? Main blue. Is it possible? No, I don't want to because I have Shadowless Kick. Okay, so since we are getting buff thanks to the takeover, we're gonna use this, and that's super good because when you only have one particular buff, Torjiro is going to retain that almost permanently if you do things correctly. Obviously we have Saika because we're abusing skills, and we have Lina. Yep, that's about it. So let's test it. Oh wait, no, incorrect. This has to be in against Edwin because I can. I mean, she is strong enough. There. And I'm also missing Rin. And also let me know what other combos you know. What other characters can take advantage either in full colors or with mixed builds with this with Tempest Lina. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with, I don't wanna, but okay, I'll start with this. Stop right there. and also active. Take over. And there we go. Yeah, very, very easy. I mean, that's why she's so strong. I would really like to use her, but I need to get more copies. I'm gonna start getting those Demonite packs every month because I have too many limited weapons that are not completed. Oh my god. HP recovery! Yay! I just reposition and destroy everything. My god. Yeah, I love the HP recovery based on damage. Oh, I hate that, but okay. That's also a good thing. Like, this supporter can be very good if you get your skills interrupted. Or if you get your skills with cooldown increase in VR. It gives a lot of value in those situations. Well, there we go. As you can see, Psyche is really, really strong. I mean, we could also do other strategies, but I don't think it's necessary. In fact, with the other green skills, which are also very good, not the other green skills, with the other generic screens, for example, Gale, Kick, Quake Stomp. These skills are also very good, but they don't have to go on green necessarily. And besides, due to the short cooldowns, you don't take that much advantage of getting Lina in this composition. So yeah, only try to use Lina, especially when there are long cooldowns on your characters. If not, she's only going to constantly eat your particles for no reason. This is particularly good for attackers with long cooldowns, or attackers that want to spam their skills to get some kind of benefit, or supportive characters like that want to spam their skills. Like I said, Felicia, like Lapis too, but Lapis Green is like as good as Lapis Blue. Well, in any case, let's go with the last one that we're gonna check today. And it's gonna be this one. So we're gonna be using Uriharin. I'm gonna be using the weapon, but I'm not going to. I mean, I could use the active, but I won't use the active. And the active, actually, the passive also affects the run, but doesn't matter. Let's see. Has a 40% chance to reset the cooldown time of the skills. You know what? This is actually kind of good. In synergy with Lina, Tempest Lina, because you get more chances to abuse the cooldown effect since you have more actives. You let's say that you reset this before you reset one skill before Lina does, and then you use your skill and then you give cooldown to everything else. So yeah, that could actually work. In any case, 3 out of 5 plus 15, 5 out of 5 plus 13, critical. Volt Rush, Volt Spin, Chain Volt. Chain Volt, because it is way too good as a supportive skill. You don't have to use it pure, but you do want to have on the main something green so that you recover HP. And no, you have to go pure if you go with Bolt Rush. Bolt Rush, if I'm not mistaken, Denki too, but Bolt Rush is kind of her skill with the biggest cooldown. Yeah, Bolt Whip, Bolt Rush, and Denki have the biggest cooldown. And Bolt Rush is very, very good because it gives you a damage increase of 25% damage increase for 15 seconds. I mean, considering the long animation, it is a good idea to do so. So we are almost not going to use basics. We don't want to, because her basics are very weak if she doesn't have the basic enhancer. So The combo should be to chain vault, then vault rush, and after that you should have the particles because of the multi-hit of both the skills to actually reset by using vault spin to reduce the cooldown. So yeah, let's test it. This is very strong, and since she has HP recovery. Oh, I forgot to mention. I'm using Lina, of course, but I'm also using I forgot the poison supporter, the poison melee supporter that gives you 30% more melee damage and 30% damage reduction if the enemy is poison. And we're using, of course, New Year Heavyco because I electrocute and then I poison. So that's bad positioning on my part, but no problem. Even so, I can manage. Yeah, I don't have like the best particle generation, but not to worry. Okay, there we go. So now, and perfect, nice, 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 perfect. I just chain vault and perfect, and I chain vault once again. The problem with her, she's prone to interruption, remember that. Okay. So that's her biggest weakness, that she could be interrupted very easily. Okay, just one hit there. As you can see, it's very easy to abuse this combo with her due to the long duration of I forgot the name, let me check, of Bolt Rush. And try not to do Bolt Rush until you do the electrocute. I mean, it's better to do more damage with Bolt Rush than it is to do with Chain Bolt. Come on, let me. There. There, nice, 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 nice. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. And I'm just going to do this and done. Yeah, I gotta admit, Lina pairs very well with Rin if you have the weapon. But basically, you don't want to use the active of the weapon, you just want to rely on the passive. Due to the particle consumption, because we don't have kind of a supporter that gives you attack. Like, this gives you particle charge and also attack, but you have to reach the condition of getting up to the feeling the bar, feeling the ulti bar, which is a hard condition if you're going to constantly lose particles, and the weapon also consumes particles. So it would be ideal if we have something like this with a generic damage increase along with particle charge in green. Yeah, that would be amazing. Like, Ingrid is not a good option because Ingrid is going to increase damage of the attacks from the weapons. She also increases the particle, and that's appreciated, but the other effect is that she's going to increase the attack of the weapon, and this weapon doesn't do an attack. She enables you to do something on an attack. When Chain Bolt is used within 5 seconds, its damage is increased. So that doesn't get an increase with Ingrid's effect. So keep that in mind. So what do you think about the supporter now that we have analyzed its value? I think that it helps a lot. It helps more the supporters than the attackers. It does help attackers. Some attackers in particular, like Rin, like Spinel. Like so. I gotta admit it's like it's you can get a lot of benefit out of it, but I wouldn't say that it's busted. Um, like this one too. Like any supporter in general is gonna hugely improve their performance. So yeah, that's about it for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.